Don Clifton, author of How Full Is Your Bucket, wondered after studying prisoners of war camps if people can be destroyed by unrelenting negative reinforcement, can they be uplifted and inspired to a greater degree by similar levels of positive reinforcement? The research brings up the ultimate question if positive emotions can have an even stronger impact than negative emotions. This is relevant because, according to Rath and Clifton, we all experience positive and negative interactions every day, and that influences how we feel and behave. The most valuable points I took away from the novel that I read were the 5 strategies of increasing positive emotions. This supports the idea of filling others' buckets instead of draining them. The strategies include preventing bucket dipping, which is catching yourself before you make a negative comment. I was able to relate this to my reading in chapter 14 of our textbook, relating it to the terms of primary and secondary prevention. Shining a light on what is bright. Focusing on the positives instead of dwelling on the negatives. For example, very few principals and guidance counselors bring students into the office for outstanding grades. Instead, they bring students in for the negative that they need to change. Make best friends. Make initial interactions positive. So we need to make our first impressions more positive when meeting new people. Give unexpectedly. Giving a gift of trust or even responsibility can both fill one's bucket. And finally, reversing the golden rule. Do unto others as they would have you do unto them. All of the 5 strategies can be supported from our readings by Lopez, Petrotti, and Snyder. In the beginning of our readings in Quest, we examined the numerous definitions of happiness and what makes one happy. One definition in the textbook stated that happiness is a physical and mental health, but it can also improve and provide a buffer against depression and illness. This idea is supported in our textbook as well. An interesting fact that I found was increasing positive emotions could lengthen your lifespan by 10 years. Simply by being positive, you're able to live longer. This idea leads me to the next idea of social relationships, something I lack in by choice. Noted psychologist Ed Diener found that the happiest people have high-quality social relationships. Personally, this is something I need to work on. I need to get out of my comfort zone and be social even though I'm content being by myself. I have not been great at following through with this concept because my summer has been filled with classes and work. However, I know that if I try harder, I will see positive benefits. Ultimately, it is important that we are filling others' buckets with positivity instead of draining them with negativity. Ask yourself, how full is your bucket?
Okay.
Is that smile going to be on the video? That big.
Oh. Did it record all of that?
Yeah, it's just when it turns off and then it just
Okay,
it's probably still
how
recording,
long
so we
is
just have to
it?
cut it.
Yeah.
Hold on, don't be too.
Yeah. Tell me
It's not
3 minutes.
It says 3:34 right now.
Oh, really?
You did it.
Okay.
You did it.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh,
And you were talking fast, too.
I know.
You
Which
did
is probably
good.
bad. Oh well.
All right.
How do you talk about stuff with 3 to 4 minutes?
Yeah, you did